Good tea time.
Welcome to Tea Time. That's right, it's Monday night, 8 o'clock, and I'm so glad you're joining me. It is November 15th, the middle of the month, and boy, is it getting cold outside. I couldn't wear my light suede jacket tonight. I had to go a little heavier. So I'm going to talk about my weekend real quick and get to my guest. Friday, I stayed home Friday night. I actually stayed home because I had to study some lines for an audition for Saturday. So that's what I did Friday night. Saturday, what did I do? Saturday, I went to the audition. Frank Fiella and I went together because we actually did the scene together. He's playing the dad, I'm playing the mom. So we went together. The audition was in Lindenhurst. And I'm so excited to tell everybody I got the call today and I got the part. Yay! So I'm playing mom in a movie called It's Bro, It's Love, Bro. I don't know, I was going to say It's Bro Love. It's Love, Bro, and it's written by George Massimillo. I hope I'm saying that right, Massimillo. And I'm excited. Hopefully we're going to be filming soon. I don't know when, but we'll find out. And then Saturday night, I went to karaoke at Coasters in East Meadow, and I hung out with my girl Kristen Tinsley and Bonnie Scalisi and Bruce, better known as Camera Jockey. And Graz was there from Limo Talk. That's right. And then Sunday, I got up bright and early. I went to Franklin Square to help Gina and Vinny out with rescuing families. They're a nonprofit and they help people with disabilities, so I made a nice donation. And then laundry and football, because we all need clean underwear and we all like to watch football on Sunday. So I'm excited. And before I get to my guest, a big shout out to my very beautiful friend I've known for over 30 years, Alexis. Happy birthday. I love you, girl. All right, so let's get to my guest. She's an actor, she's a comedian, she's a teacher. Roseanne Sorrentino is with me. Hi,
hello.
Roseanne. How are you?
I'm doing well, thank you. It's nice to be here.
I am so excited Roseanne is here with me. She's a Long Island girl, originally from Oceanside, right?
Born in Oceanside, grew up in Lindenhurst.
Yes, you went to Lindenhurst High School, where you were in the chorus there.
I was. I was in all things entertainment in high school.
So was singing like one of your first loves?
Yes. I love to sing.
Yeah.
Ever since I could.
Yeah.
My sister and I were actually talking today about how we used to rock out in the basement to the Liza Minnelli, New York, and
Broadway show tunes, huh?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God, that's great. So so then you went to actually Dowling College.
I did.
And today you are an assistant principal?
I am.
In a middle school.
Yes.
Would you like to share with the audience which middle school?
I am an assistant principal at Brentwood North Middle School. And I've been doing that. This is my 9th year as an assistant principal.
Nice. And then how long were you teaching?
21 years.
Wow. God bless. Thank you for help shaping minds of the young people today.
I do my best.
It's a challenge, isn't it? It really is a challenge.
Yes, it is.
Oh my goodness. So we're gonna go back in time a little bit.
Okay.
Because you, in school, you were very active, like you said, in chorus and shows and stuff like that. And you were actually part of a acting group, like a theater group, right? Which was taught by, was it Jay Allen was his name? Taught that workshop, or was that something else?
No, I don't know what that. No.
All right. Okay. Well, I don't know. I just have down that you were in some kind of workshop. You got the bug. You did. Wait. You did. I have it here. I have it somewhere. You did. Oh my goodness. Where is it? Oh, it's amongst my notes. But you did a show and you fell in love with what you were doing. And I know that there was this guy named Jay Allen, I think, and his wife was a producer of Annie. Is that how it all came to be, or am I totally wrong?
You know what? If my mother were here, she would be able to tell you 100%.
And I love your mom. She's a
my mom is
oh my
a riot.
God, she's hysterical. Your mom and my mom, ooh, they could do some damage.
Oh gosh, maybe we shouldn't get them together. No, when I was 9, my babysitter was going to the American Academy of Dramatic Arts.
Okay, yes.
And they were doing the prime of Miss Jean Brodie. And
That was it.
They needed kids to play the schoolgirls.
Yes.
So she asked my mom, and of course I thought it was so cool. I'm going into the city on the train with my favorite babysitter, with my next door neighbor.
Yeah.
And started doing that. And that was like, I just immediately said, this is what I want to do.
Wow.
This is what I want to do.
It's amazing.
And
It
then
is amazing.
I bugged my mom about Annie.
Yes, because you landed the role of Annie in the national touring company. You nationally toured.
Yes.
Bobby, let's put up that picture of her as Annie and with Daddy Warbucks over there. You toured with Annie. It was in 1980?
1979 we started, October 79.
Uh-huh.
And I toured for a year and a half.
Wow.
All over the country. And
amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing. What I always wanted to be Annie growing up. So, I mean, you are in a very elite group of women and girls who had the luxury of playing Annie.
It's very exciting. And when I got the role, Andrea McCardle was the original Annie.
Yes, she was.
And I always wanted to see her play Annie.
Yes.
But she left the show by the time my mom got tickets.
Okay.
So then I got to see Shelley Bruce.
Right.
And then when I got the role, Sarah Jessica Parker was playing Annie.
Yes, let's show that picture, Bobby. We have that picture with, I think, a few of the Annies are in that picture.
Oh, I think I know what picture
That's the picture of you and Sarah. It's the one with all the girls, and the guy that played. Yeah, I don't know if he played. No, that's okay. That's from the movie.
That's from the movie.
That's from the movie. It was the one with the group of girls I sent you.
Probably a black and white, right?
Yeah, it's probably black and white. I know I sent it. All right, the picture we're showing right now is you in the movie, and you played Pepper with Cara Burnett. That was back in 1982, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's you again, making a face behind her.
Behind her, yes.
That's great. Did they tell you to do that? Or did you do it on your own?
I think I did it on my own because of the line itself, and so
I love it.
I knew I was supposed to be a little bit of a chop buster there, so
Yeah.
that's what I was doing.
That's great.
Doing what I do best.
Yeah. And that's you on stage.
That's me on stage during
the. Oh my gosh, that is priceless.
Franklin Delano Roosevelt, and I look back at those pictures and I remember seeing the show.
Right.
And then I look at that and I still say to myself, holy, that's me.
I know. There it is. There's the picture. Okay, so there's you and just Sarah Jessica Parker and
Shelley Bruce and Andrea McCardle.
Right.
Yep.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
It really is amazing. So it's a very elite group you're in. Very
elite. It's very
exciting. Because I think
exciting.
all girls grew up wanting to be Annie. I mean, come on. We go around the house singing every song from it.
Oh, absolutely. I knew, my mom took me to see the show, and I'm sitting in the, we had the mezzanine, and we're watching the show, and I kept leaning over going, I want to be Annie. Just go watch the show.
But what happened is you were Annie. But when it came to the movie, they actually said to you, you're too old. Because at the time you were what, like 13 or something?
I was 12. I was too old, and I was too tall.
Too old. Can you imagine being told at 12 you're too old?
And too
tall. Welcome to Hollywood, kid. I mean, but they gave you the role as Pepper, who's the oldest orphan. Right. So, and it was a great part to play. It must have been fun.
It was funny because, they said, I was also too tall, which I've never been too tall. I'm 4'11".
We're both vertically challenged.
I've never been tall. So I go to the audition for Pepper.
Yeah.
And the woman comes out and she calls my name and I said, I'm here. And she said, what role are you auditioning for?
Right.
And I said, Pepper.
Right.
And she said, oh, oh, Mr. Houston's never going to give you that role. You're too pretty. So I went, oh, okay.
Oh, jeez.
So I go in and I audition, and I got the role. So I was like, well, what does that mean now, you know?
Yeah, really.
But it was all good, and it was great fun. And working with Carol Burnett.
I was going to say, Carol Burnett, throw up that picture. We have you with Carol Burnett. If Bobby, we want to throw up that one. What a legend.
Yeah.
I think I sent you one of just the two of them also.
She
if I'm not
was
mistaken.
amazing.
I mean, holy cannoli. I mean, you just started here. Where do you go?
You go down. You'd go right to the basement after that.
Was she funny on the set?
She was very funny on the set. She was as nice as you would hope she would be.
Yeah.
She was really great with the kids. She hung out with us in between takes.
Nice.
As a matter of fact, when we were filming Never Fully Dressed Without a Smile, I got very sick and I had a very high fever.
Okay.
But you keep filming.
Yeah.
So in between takes,
right,
she let me rest in her trailer.
Carol Burnett let you rest in her trailer.
She did.
Wow.
And she came in, she did the classic mom thing, you know, with the lips on the forehead to see if you still have a fever.
Oh.
She was lovely, wonderful.
Now, where did you film? Where did you film Annie, the movie?
We filmed in New York, New Jersey. So we did the street scenes in New York, New Jersey, at Monmouth College is where we did the mansion.
Right.
And then in Burbank Studios in California.
Wow, so you were on both coasts.
Yes.
Wow.
And our studio was right next to Fantasy Island.
Yeah. Ricardo Montalban.
Yes, Ricardo. And he took us on a tour of the set and everything.
Oh, cool. It's nice to be a kid in showbiz. You get a little, you get a little perks.
Oh, yeah.
I had told this story really quickly. I'll tell it real quick. But the producers of The Godfather came into my dancing school, and they were looking for kids to run around in the wedding scene. And they picked my girlfriend Grace, who's watching right now. They picked
Grace.
Grace Guidotti, and they picked her brother Michael and her sister Maria. They're Italian, obviously.
A little bit.
And they picked Lisa and Joey Toy, who were actually half Asian, half Italian, but they looked Italian. And they picked Jimmy Ganaris, who's Greek, to play Pacino's son, Michael. So I'm standing there, and I had a big mouth back then, too, and I'm tugging on the guy's shirt, and I said, what about me? And he goes, what about you, little girl? I says, I'm Italian. And he goes, I'm sorry, you don't look it. And when I was younger, my hair was blonder. I was lighter. My hair was lighter when I was younger. So I said to him, but I'm 100% Sicilian. And he goes, but I'm sorry, little girl, you don't look Italian. I went crying home to my mother. Then I said, I don't look Italian. Until today, Grace still gets a residual check from The Godfather. It's pennies by now, but at least it's something. But yeah, this is like you said, you're too tall. I didn't look Italian. This is it.
And I get the gas money from Annie every 3 months. I can fill up my tank.
There you go. There you go. It's great. It's great. What a beautiful, beautiful memory that you have.
Oh, Annie was the greatest gift. It was the gift that keeps on giving, because now, being an assistant principal, the kids find out.
Oh.
And they find out in 6th grade, and then they come peeking in my office and they go, is it true? I said, yeah, it's true. So for the 40th anniversary of Annie, we did a production in school.
I was just going to ask you if you did it in school.
And I played Miss Hannigan.
Oh, how cool
So
is
I came
that?
full circle.
Wow, that is great. That's great. Well, I want to give some shout outs. Hello to Bruno, Anthony Grazade. Hello, Mickey. Hello, Grace. And everyone watching, please, John, please like the show. Please share it. I am with Roseanne Sorrentino. She's an actor. She's a comedian. She's a teacher. And she's had an amazing career. And I'm just so thrilled that she's here with me. And we're going to take a quick break, but stay where you are, because we're going to keep talking about her movie career and everything she's done with Annie. There's so much more to talk about. So stay right there. We'll be back right after these messages. 1331 Mediterranean Grill is located at 1906 Newbridge Road in Belmore, specializing in traditional Greek cuisine. Oppa! You can dine in, take out, and they deliver. They also cater for all occasions, and they have outdoor seating. Give them a call at 516-804-6197. Check them out on Facebook and go to their website, 1331 Mediterranean Grill.
Hi, I am Linda DeVitis. I am a psychic, clairvoyant medium, and certified healer. I have also written a book, My Journey from Darkness to the Light, which is available on Amazon, Barnes & Nobles, and on my website, www.healingsonthego.com. If you would like to book an appointment with me, call me at 917-929-4935. Thank you.
Well, hi there, Teresa. It's John York from General Hospital. I am just checking in because apparently you have a great talk show called Tea Time on Strong Island TV. I want you to have continued great success and have a lot of fun. It sounds like you're having a lot of fun, and that's pretty much the key to everything, isn't it? So continued success. I'm proud of you. Have a great day, Teresa. Bye.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Tea Time. I'm so glad you're joining me. I want to thank 1331 Mediterranean Grill in Belmore, Linda DeVides. Google her, look her up, people. Thank you, John York from General Hospital, for your beautiful, kind words. Hopefully, I'm going to get you on one day. I did have Carolyn Hennessy on from General Hospital, so I'm hoping to have you on too. Listen, I'm here with Roseanne Sorrentino, and she's an actor, she's a comedian, she's a teacher. She's had an amazing career, started at a very young age, traveling, touring nationally with Annie. That was the third, was that the third national tour?
Yeah, the third.
Third national tour with Annie, playing Annie, and then went on to play Pepper, the oldest and bossiest orphan in the movie Annie, starring Carol Burnett. And what an amazing thing. You've also have participated in a lot of documentaries that they've done over the years. Back in '82, they did one called Lights, Camera, Annie.
Yes. That was the big search for the Annie.
Right.
You know, so it was more about that, but.
Yeah. And then in 2006, Life After Tomorrow, I love that title.
Yes.
And that was another doc. And then 2017, it was Paul O'Grady's Hollywood, was actually a TV mini doc.
Mm-hmm.
So, so my thing was, my first initial thing was, just tell me briefly, because I know you got the part as Annie and then Pepper. Did they see you as Annie and they wanted you as Pepper, or did you have to go in an audition for Pepper?
So the casting director for the movie, Garrison True, wanted me as Annie.
Okay.
But by the time I finished the tour and they were getting ready to cast, I was too tall and I was a young, tween, so I was starting to develop.
Right, you should get in the boobies, and you can't have boobies.
Yeah, Annie can. They wanted somebody really small, so they said, well, we definitely want you to be a part of the movie, but yeah, of course you have to audition.
Really, you did? You did? Really? You think you have the lead, and you don't, and that's it? You're just in as Pepper?
And no. Nope.
How was the auditioning for Pepper? How was that part of the?
It was different because when you go in to audition for, musical, you're on a stage, you're belting out the songs, you're speaking loud because you have to.
Because the last person in the last row has to hear you.
Exactly. So John Huston knew this, coming from a Broadway show.
Right.
So he had me sit at a table like this across from him and sing as softly as I could. Because he was worried that I was going to be, like belting out and everything, but that's what I did, and then I got the part.
Do you keep in contact with any of the other orphans?
I do. I keep in contact with Molly, Tony Ann Gazandi.
Nice.
I keep in contact with her. I've been in contact with Aileen a little bit. I'm Facebook friends with Andrea and Shelley, and I saw them. We did 40th anniversary for Inside Edition. They did a whole thing.
Nice.
So we were all together, and I saw Sarah.
Oh, that's great.
So it was a lot of fun. And all the Annies because the last Broadway Annie, Allison Kirk, she was in my touring company as an orphan.
Oh.
Another national tour, I think it was the second, but Theda Stemler, she was in orphan in the third national.
Right.
So a lot of the girls went off to become Annie and other productions.
Right.
So
it's so cool. It really is so cool. Let's talk about movies, shall we?
Sure.
You got into movies, and let's see, 2019 you did something called Wings of the Wasp, and it was a TV movie. Is that true?
It is.
And it was based on a true story, actually?
No.
No. Okay, so that's wrong. That fun fact is wrong.
Well, no, that's interesting because
Well, that's what it said.
It originally, when I put it up on IMDb, it was called Wing Girl.
Okay.
Then I go on IMDb one day, and it
changed.
says the wings of the wasp or whatever.
Right.
I don't know, but it never came out. I don't know actually what happened to it.
Okay.
But
That happens.
still did it.
That happens sometimes. But it's nice. You still did it. You still got the credit.
I still had the
it's still an
experience.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
Then 2020 Pandemic TV. That was a TV miniseries?
That was something that some guy in California started. He was trying to get it going to entertain during the pandemic.
Yeah, like a lot of us, yeah.
He did skits, and he asked me to make a couple of tapes and throw some stuff together, and did that, and that was fun.
Cool. Well, the pandemic
broke up the monotony.
I was going to say, well, the pandemic must have been interesting for you only because, a lot of us were trying to do other things creatively, but you were you in school at the time, or were you doing stuff virtually? What was going on with your school ultimately?
So once March hit, they closed the school. I will be back in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I will be back in 4 weeks. And then finally you get to like the end of April, and they're like, all right, we're not coming back. So I would just get up every day, log in, myself, the other assistant principal, and our principal. We'd have virtual meetings. We'd have virtual faculty meetings. We would be trying to troubleshoot with kids who weren't logging on and calling homes, and they have to log on, they have to get on. It was
chaotic. Yeah.
Because we didn't have the technology at the time to support what we were trying to do. So a lot of kids were trying to do school on their phone.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was very, very challenging. My daughter's 24, so I didn't have to worry about that. But my niece is 13, so yeah, it was stressful for a lot of people. Are they required to wear masks now in school?
Yes, they are.
Yeah,
It's miserable.
It's hard on them.
They were, when we first came back last year, they were great. I mean, you couldn't get them to take the mask off to eat lunch. They would like pull the mask down, take a bite of their food, put their mask back up.
Yeah.
Never had a problem with it.
Right.
This year, I get it. It's starting to
they're
bug them.
over it.
They're like wearing it under their nose, and I'm going, it doesn't do anything there. You know.
They're over it.
They are. They're so over it.
So over it. Well, you actually got into doing stand-up comedy in 2019. That's how we met. We actually did a show together. I think it was in the Little Room, if I'm not mistaken. I forgot who. I don't know if it was Kathy Arnold. I don't know who produced it. I have no idea. I just know that's the first time we met, and I wanted to know what possessed you, because I started comedy in the early 90s, but what possessed you to dip your toe into stand-up comedy?
Well, always been a huge comedy fan of all sketch comedies, Saturday Night Live.
Yeah.
Living Color, all that. And I've always wanted to try it. It's one of those things where I've always said, I've watched comedians, and I'm like, I want to try that. I think I could do it.
Good for you. Did you take any comedy classes?
Well, we did. My daughter was in Quinnipiac University. She graduated from Quinnipiac, and while she was there, she got involved in an improv group.
I love improv.
And then she came home, and I said, would you want to do the stand-up comedy class with me?
Okay.
So she said, well, yeah, what's it cost? And I told her, and she goes, I don't have that kind of money. I said, I'll pay for it. And she says, I'm in.
Oh, yeah, right away.
So that was nice because it was something that we were doing together.
Yeah, it's almost like a bonding moment.
And then we just kind of went, this is fun.
Yeah.
And now we
Now
do a
she
lot
works
of shows.
with you.
Yeah.
She works with you.
Yeah.
Your daughter's name is Bridget Kavanaugh.
Yes.
And you're actually doing shows together,
We
which
are.
I think is the coolest thing.
We
it is
are.
the coolest thing. Where was your very, very first show?
McGuire's.
Okay, out in
At
Bohemia.
the graduation class.
Okay.
And it was funny because, so many of the teachers that are in my school came to support.
Oh, you had a lot of people
I
there,
had a lot of
girl.
people there. And my principal
They loved you at McGuire's.
my principal said this should be the faculty meeting. There are more teachers here tonight than come to the faculty meetings.
That's funny.
But and that night after I did, I went, oh yeah, I have to keep doing this. Even if
because you have to would you have to originally write like 5 minutes?
Yeah.
Right. And I've talked about this before because I've had so many comics, and I've had Rich Walker and Steve Lazarus and Peter
Love
Bales, who
Rich.
teaches at Brokerage, and 5 minutes, writing 5 minutes of material is not easy.
No.
I mean, it sounds like nothing. It sounds like nothing because 5 minutes is, but it's hard. It's hard to write, and there's rewrites, and then you have to get up, and then you have to, once you graduate and you're actually doing it, they recommend you record yourself because that way you hear what hits and what doesn't hit, where they're laughing, where they're not laughing, what to take out, what to put in, what to tweak. So, you've been doing this now since 2019, right? Your first show's at McGuire's, and now your daughter's been doing it with you from the very, very beginning.
From the very beginning.
Wow, that is so
And we
cool.
actually started our own little comedy, I don't know what you want to call it. Not a company, because that's not that, but Pepper Bridge.
I love it!
Pepper Bridge comedy.
That's
So
great.
we've produced a couple of shows that we've done at a local bar in Islip, Kitty Mulligan's.
Love it.
And it's
That's
been
so
great.
cool. So you're
It's been
producing your
great.
own shows.
Yeah.
That's fabulous
But
because
it's
then
fun.
you know you will get stage time.
You know you will get stage time. Yeah, and you're kind of in control. And we've only done 3 shows, but they've been 3 phenomenal
That's
shows with great
fantastic.
headliners, great
That's
comics.
Yeah.
So it's been
And
a
you
lot
know
of
what?
fun.
It's nice when you found this home in Islip. You know what I'm saying? It's nice when you find a home.
Yeah.
That you know that you can go and do shows there, and then you've done 3 of them. Have they all been in the same place?
Yes.
Yeah. So that's it.
Yeah,
That's
it's
your-
been a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It's been great. And
So
then,
cool.
we've had the opportunity to perform in Mohegan Sun, which was
Yes.
so much fun. What a great comics
It's a great
roadhouse.
venue.
It's a great
Yes,
venue.
Yes.
And we've done, Governors and Brokerage and McGuire's. And
Yeah. Did you do any in the city yet?
I've been to Greenwich Village
Okay.
Comedy Club and to
Yeah, that's Al Martin.
Broadway.
I had Al Martin on the show too.
So-
Love him. He's great.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
I love the Greenwich Village Comedy Club.
Yeah.
There's just
Yeah.
something about it.
Yeah.
It's in a basement and
It's
it's
nothing like the city.
small
It's
and dark
true.
and kind of
It's great,
creepy,
right?
but
I know,
it's
it's good.
awesome.
I love it. I love it too. Pepper Bridge. I love it. It's
Pepper
great.
Bridge comedy.
I
Yeah.
love it. I love it. Listen, we're going to take another break. Don't go away. Please stay right where you are because I have more with Roseanne Sorrentino when we come back. $13.31 Mediterranean Grill is located at 1906 Newbridge Road in Belmore, specializing in traditional Greek cuisine. Oppa! You can dine in, take out, and they deliver. They also cater for all occasions, and they have outdoor seating. Give them a call at 516-804-6197. Check them out on Facebook and go to their website, 1331 Mediterranean Grill.
Hi, I am Linda DeVitis. I am a psychic, clairvoyant medium, and certified healer. I have also written a book, My Journey from Darkness to the Light, which is available on Amazon, Barnes & Nobles, and on my website, www.healingsonthego.com. If you would like to book an appointment with me, call me at 917-929-4935. Thank you.
How you doing? It's Sal the Voice Valentinetti. Why are you watching me? You should be watching Teresa Canastraci Tea Time with Teresa Canastraci Farrell. And make sure you follow Teresa on Facebook, Tea Time with Teresa Canastraci Farrell. We'll see you there.
I love the way you say my name. I love it. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Tea Time. I'm so glad you're joining me. Thank you again. 1331 Mediterranean Grill in Belmore. Linda DeVitis. Look her up. Google her. And Sal the Voice. I love you, man. I know you're like all over the place. You're going to be coming back soon in December. So I'm hoping I could get you in here, my friend. And also, I just want to make a quick announcement because last week I had announced that Bat Boy, a Yankee Miracle, is going to be performing tomorrow night at the Yogi Berra Museum in New Jersey. And unfortunately, due to a death in the family, a cast member had a death in the family, we are rescheduling that show. Some of you know I play Ray Negrone's Aunt Olga in the first half of the show. And in the second half, I play the marshmallow salesman's blonde ditzy girlfriend. So if you'd like to come to the Yogi Berra Museum in New Jersey, I'm going to be there on January 4th. That's when it's rescheduled. Let's keep our fingers crossed that weather permits and we could all get to New Jersey.
Oh, yeah.
Also, I want to say thank you. Tea Time, this show, has been nominated for the second year in a row for Beth Page Best of Long Island podcast. I am just so blessed to be doing this and having on great guests and to be, again, I don't know who nominated me, so thank you if you're watching. I don't know. But I just want to say, if anyone wants to vote for me or follow me, you could go to my Tea Time page on Facebook. You can vote every day up until December 15th. It would be nice if I win one year. It would be nice. But I just want to thank everyone for that. And again, I'm here with the beautiful, very talented Roseanne Sorrentino. She's an actor, comedian, and a teacher, and she was in the third national tour of Annie as Annie. Okay, and then she was in the movie Annie in 1982 with Carol Burnett playing Pepper because she was too old to play Annie.
At 12, too old.
At 12, and then she went on to do a bunch of docs, and she was reunited with, this is an exclusive girl club, let me tell you, is being Annie, because I think everyone grew up wanting to be Annie. And then, we talked about your movies. Let's talk about the Ruggierios. The Ruggierios, let me tell you something. I watched whatever was put out so far. Bobby's going to put up that picture. There you are, the Ruggierios. I watched this, and it says that it's a story by Anthony Lero. Mm-hmm. How funny is that? That was my therapist's name.
Really?
But anyway, I digress. The Ruggierios, let me tell you something. I've seen what was up there and laughed hysterical. I think it's great. It's fantastic. Tell me about it.
So, I joined this website, Actors Access, and this thing.
Yeah, I'm on too.
It came up.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And I said, well, this doesn't look like it'll be a stretch to play an Italian mother. Let me give it a shot.
Yes.
And
I probably auditioned for the same role. I'm telling you.
And I sent it in, and he called me. He emailed me. He says, I want to offer you the part.
It's awesome.
And we got on set, and my movie husband, Joe, he played my husband, Nick.
Yes.
We met, and we just clicked. And we were sitting on set the very first day, and some of the other people who played family members said, how long have you two been married? And I looked at him and I went, we met this morning. So we really,
that's
we
chemistry.
really clicked.
That's good. That's really good. That's like Frank Fiella. I have two movie husbands. I have Frank Fiella. Mm-hmm. This will be the second time he's played my husband, and Pat Marone. Shout out to Pat Marone because he's played my husband too a few times. So it's a lot of fun when you have a chemistry and a rapport with somebody, and it just clicks.
And we were like a family. We really were. We joked around, and the girl played my daughter. She was great, and my son, he was hilarious, and we just had such a great time.
Who played your daughter? Who played your son?
Olivia Sella played my daughter, and Michael Cefalo.
Michael? Yeah, I can't spell the last
Cefalo, C-E-L, I think, F-A-L-O. If I got that wrong, Michael,
Olivia
I'm sorry.
and Michael. Well, let me tell you something. Like I said, when is it going to be out, or where can people actually watch it or find it?
Right now, it is.
It's on YouTube. Right now, there's a little clip.
The trailer is on YouTube.
The trailer is on YouTube. So if you go to YouTube and then you just type in the Ruggierios, you'll see the trailer, and it's hysterical.
I know the director's been submitting it to film festivals and stuff, and so hopefully we'll see what happens with it.
Right. It's great.
I hope it doesn't go the way of Wing Girls.
We do these things and we hope it goes somewhere, right?
But
sometimes they do, sometimes they don't.
I met great people.
Well, that's the whole thing,
And it just keeps opening other doors.
Right.
So
that's what it is. You just got to keep pushing and pushing and pushing. And I rarely, I don't want to say never because that's not true, but I rarely say no to anything. I say yes. and then I'll worry about it. You know what
Oh,
I
I would
mean?
never say no. I would never say no.
I always say yes, and then it's see, like you said, you see where it leads you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because there's a reason why you're doing it. There's a reason why you met who you met. There's a reason why you're on my show tonight.
There is a reason.
God puts certain people in your path for reasons. I really believe that. So I think everyone should go to YouTube, type in the Ruggierios, watch it.
You'll laugh.
And it's very, very, very funny, especially if you're from an Italian family, obviously. You know.
Then you go, were you in my living room? What's
you watch it and you're like, oh boy, yeah. You feel like you're home.
You really do. It was funny because on these Actor Access websites, I look through and I go, what do they shoot? Those dates they're shooting, I look on the calendar and I go,
I know. That's the thing is you have to see when you're available.
I could call in sick one day.
Right. You have to be available. You actually have to be available.
Yes.
But it's exciting. Yeah, I'm on Actors Access too. The first commercial I got actually was through them. I got a Hotels.com commercial.
Oh, wow.
And it was internet, but it was a lot of fun because I was like, move over, Mr. Captain Obvious. I wanted to take over. But it's fun. It's fun. It's just fun, and I think people like us. It's a fire in us. It's a passion.
Oh, 100%.
It's a fire.
Yeah.
It's a passion. We were born to do it.
I
To
was.
do it, girl.
Well, when I was 6, 7, 8 years old, I used to carry my portable record player, my Barry Manilow album, and if you were in my neighborhood and having a barbecue, I would kick your fence open, plug in my record player, sing a couple songs, get a
that's so
cookie,
cool.
and move on to the next house.
Right.
And it was just very normal in my
Like
neighborhood.
a traveling
I was like a
singing
troubadour.
gram.
I was like a little troubadour going from house to house
That's
for
so
cookies.
cool. Yeah.
And that's what I did.
And
I've always just loved performing. I love making people laugh.
Yeah.
I love making people happy when they,
Right. So when you do your comedy, because it's been a while, obviously, since you and I worked together. I know I talk about being Italian and struggling with my weight and stuff like that. Do you focus on family? What do you focus on?
I talk a lot about being over 50 and single and what that's
she's
like.
single. Roseanne's single. We gotta.
What that's like, and being a mom.
Yeah.
Having,
I get it.
Because my daughters are 23 and 26.
Yeah, my daughter just turned 24 on Halloween.
So I'm like,
I know,
when did that happen?
I know. I say the same thing. Holy cannoli.
I'm not nearly mature enough to have children that age.
Mentally, we're both 25. You know what I'm saying?
That.
Mentally, we don't age as fast as our bodies. I've said that before too.
That's true. But yeah, so that's what I talk about, and I'm starting to branch off into some other areas.
Okay.
I'm really still very new at it, so I'm still kind of learning what my process is. And really, the funniest thing is I will wake up in the middle of the night with an idea.
Yeah, you have to have something right there to write it down.
Or I'm in the shower. I'm like, oh, please remember this when you get out of the shower.
I
Please
know,
remember
'cause
this.
For me, as fast as it went in, that's as fast as it's going out.
Especially you hit a certain age, it's like,
I know. Menopause just sucks the brain cells right out of you.
it
Let
sucks
me
the
tell you.
life out of you.
Oh my gosh. Well, listen, you have this now home in Islip where you do shows. You did 3 there. Do you have a show coming up there or not right now?
Not right.
It's hard before the holidays.
The holidays. I'm not even going to tempt the fates. We've had 3
it's hard.
great
I want to
shows.
hibernate. I really do want to hibernate. I don't take the cold.
I
As
hate the
well
cold. I hate the
as
cold.
when we were younger. I don't know what it is. Do we lose insulation as we get old? I don't know what it
I
is.
think our skin gets thinner. I'm not sure.
I think that's
our
it.
blood gets thinner. I just bought an electric fireplace,
Oh, I have one too.
and I love this thing.
I love it.
I haven't
And it
put
throws
the
out
heat
nice
on yet.
I know.
I get up in the morning like, it's 59 degrees, put the fireplace on, and I just wait to warm up, and the dog is like, for the love of God, woman, put on the heat, My poor little chihuahua is shivering on the couch.
I have one too, and I love it. I absolutely love
Oh,
it.
it's the best.
People ask me if I'm married. I say, today I am. You never know. You never know.
Let me tell you something.
How long were you married the first time? Because this
Oh.
is my second.
I was married for 20 years.
Oh, wow. I was married for 10 the first time.
Yeah, I got out on parole after 20 years.
Okay.
And lived with my girls, finished raising them, and then I moved to this smaller house, and they moved with me, and it was very apparent very quickly that it was too small. And somebody had to go. And I was paying the rent, so it wasn't going to be me.
Right.
And they moved out,
Yeah.
and I have to, I love them immensely.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
but I love them even more now that they don't live with me.
Right, right.
And I love that I get up in the morning and everything is as I left it.
Right. Nothing moved.
Nothing is
Nothing moved overnight.
It's clean. It's neat. It's
Yeah,
glorious. I
right.
go home, it's quiet.
Isn't that nice? It is nice.
It's just me and the dog. It's great. And I have a Chihuahua. She's going to live forever, so I'll never be alone.
Oh, she's cute. I love Chihuahuas. They're
Yeah,
so tiny. My
she's
grandmother
cute.
had a mini Chihuahua. Her name was
I've never heard
Penny.
anybody say, I love Chihuahuas.
Chihuahua, yeah, because my grandmother had one. It was a mini Chihuahua. This thing, her name was Penny, and she fit in my hands. She was tiny. She looked like a little miniature reindeer.
Now, Lola is a freakishly large Chihuahua. She's about 11 pounds.
Oh, wow.
And it's like living with a little angry, old, incontinent woman. All the time, she's just angry, and she has accidents, and I'm like, why do I love you? I would throw myself in front of a bus for her.
I
would.
How
I
old,
love her.
How old is she?
She's 6, so I'm in for the
All right.
long haul.
Okay, yeah, she's got a long
She's
way
probably
to
going to
go.
live to be 20 just to spite me.
Wow. Oh, my gosh.
But it's...
So listen, I want to, before we move on to the next topic, all 3 shows that you've done in Islip, because I love this Pepper Bridge comedy. I think it's great. It's such a play on words, you know. I love play on words. It's great. When was the first time you actually did one there? Was it was it
was in...
was it pre-COVID? I'm assuming.
No, it was after
Really?
COVID.
It was.
It was after. We just did them. We did one in September. I
Okay.
remember because we did it the first day of school, and I said, what was I thinking when I booked this? And we did one prior to that in the summer. Oh. And then we just did one. So
they're spaced out, and you know,
about a
enough.
month.
That's nice.
And
I
it
like
was
that.
it was just you know, the first one I was nervous because you don't know and you want
don't know how
everything
it's
to
gonna
go well.
Yeah.
And it went so great.
Nice.
And I got the highest compliment ever from my mother, Judy.
Oh.
Because if Judy likes something...
Do you talk about your mom? I talk about my mom.
I talk a little bit about my mom. I'm trying to work more of her in there, especially now. Well, it's very funny because it's you know, me and my girls, and the 3 of us, no boyfriends.
Right.
None of us have boyfriends.
And all 3 of you are gorgeous.
My mother.
Really?
She has a boyfriend. Oh, yeah.
She does.
Oh.
And you had him on your show, correct? She was on your show.
She was
I saw
on the
your
show and
We're
he
gonna
was
talk
there
about-
next to her, yeah.
We're going to talk about that. She actually, Roseanne has her own podcast. But you know what? We're going to take my last break, and when we come back, we're going to talk about it. It's called Brace Yourself with Roseanne Sorrentino. So don't go away. We'll be right back. $13.31 Mediterranean Grill is located at 1906 Newbridge Road in Belmore, specializing in traditional Greek cuisine. Oppa! You can dine in, take out, and they deliver. They also cater for all occasions, and they have outdoor seating. Give them a call at 516-804-6197. Check them out on Facebook and go to their website, 1331 Mediterranean Grill.
Hi, I am Linda DeVitis. I am a psychic, clairvoyant medium, and certified healer. I have also written a book, My Journey from Darkness to the Light, which is available on Amazon, Barnes & Nobles, and on my website, www.healingsonthego.com. If you would like to book an appointment with me, call me at 917-929-4935. Thank you.
Val's Crafty Creations. Are you looking for something personalized? She's the one to do it. She's on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Pinterest. Check it out. Val's Crafty Creations. From t-shirts, stemware, houseware. She does it all for any occasion. Val's Crafty Creations. Hey everybody, welcome back to Tea Time. I want to thank, again, 1331 Mediterranean Grill in Belmore. Linda DeVitis, look her up, Google her. Val's Crafty Creations. You can find her on Etsy and everywhere else. And Doc Gooden, thank you, Doc Gooden, my love, for your beautiful, kind words. And let me tell you something. Tea Time is on Channel 20 at 11 a.m. on Cablevision. You have Cablevision, Optimum Cablevision, Channel 20, 11 a.m. every Saturday. And just when you think my show is over, it's not over. So when you think it's over, you stay right there because you will see me interview Michael Madsen at Soprano Con in Jersey. So don't change the channel until you see me interview Michael Madsen, okay? All right, so I'm with Roseanne Sorrentino. Again, she's an actor, comedian, teacher, and she's had an amazing career, and it's still going because we're in our 50s and we're still going, girl.
That's it.
And I want to talk about your podcast. You have a podcast called Brace Yourself.
I do.
With Roseanne Sorrentino, and is it every Wednesday at 7 p.m. or does it vary?
Well, it used to be every Thursday, but I also have a co-host, Chris Grando.
Okay.
And Thursdays have been a little tough for him because he has a real job. And
Yes, like you do.
It really aggravates me, his real job, I have to say. So the next couple of Thursdays, Thanksgiving, everything. So we said, let's do it on this Wednesday, so that we could kind of, because we were every Thursday for
a while,
a year.
Wow.
And then the pandemic hit, and then we took the summer off because it was.
Yeah. Summer's always slow.
It gets a little crazy.
I don't think I was here the month of August. Then I came back on my birthday, which was September 6th, if anyone wants to know. And so you've been doing this podcast, and I watched it. I watched it with your mom, right? You did the one for Veterans Day, and that was her boyfriend?
Yes.
God bless.
I
know. But I'm loving the wine cellar. I'm digging. You're drinking red wine, and you got this beautiful wine cellar, which I've always wanted. How sweet is that?
It's amazing. That's Chris's wine cellar.
I love
we drink amazing wine.
Chris, isn't Chris an islip?
But so Chris wasn't always my co-host. It was funny because I started this back in 2019. I had neck surgery.
Oh, okay.
And I was home for one day.
Wow.
And bored out of my mind. So I took to Facebook Live.
Okay.
Looking a horror. And people started watching it. I was like, don't these people have jobs? And then I did it again. And then finally I said to my mother, I said, do you want to be on this Brace Yourself? It wasn't Brace Yourself at the time. I said, do you want to be on the show?
Right.
I said, I'm going to put a little makeup on, try to look human. Let's do it. It'll be fun.
Yeah.
So we do it. I was calling it at home with the neck brace because I had to wear the big neck brace and everything. And my daughter Bridget said, that's a terrible name. I said, well, what should it be? She goes, Brace Yourself.
Love
I was
it.
like, oh my God,
Love
that's
it.
perfect.
Love it.
And then it just sort of was born, and I just started doing it every week and getting, one of my first comics that I had on was John Ziegler.
Yes,
And just started doing it. And then I interviewed Chris. And again, that chemistry thing, the banter, and I knew Chris, we were friends.
Right.
I know his wife. I said, you have to do this with me.
Wow.
And
so how long has he been doing it with you?
almost 2 years.
Wow.
I think it's almost 2 years.
But how long were you doing it before that? Without him?
Maybe it's a year and a half, and I've been doing it. I did it like 6 months before.
So you've been doing it like a total of 2 years, and then he came in after a year and a half?
Yeah.
Or no, after the 6
It'll
months.
be 2 years in December.
Okay. All right. Awesome.
Yeah. So and it's fun, and I've
It
had a
is
great
fun.
time
Isn't it fun?
doing it.
Yeah.
Interviewed some great people. I had Thelma from Good Times on.
Oh, lovely.
Which was fun.
Yeah.
Had some Broadway actors on.
The one good thing about COVID, and I've said this before, is that everyone was not working. They were all home, not working. So I had on Donnie Most from Happy Days, who played Ralph Malph, and I had on Butch Patrick, who played Eddie Munster, and I had Kieran Sheehan on my show, who played the lead in Phantom. And I just, all these wonderful, wonderful guests and local comics and, people who I probably, Daniel Baldwin. I mean, people who I probably wouldn't get if they were working. So it kind of worked to our advantage,
It really did. And so I just keep plugging away, trying to get good guests like you guys.
Well, I've been at this now for 3 years. And I'll keep doing it as long as I can. I actually was supposed to film something I'm actually supposed to film something maybe next Monday. And if that's the case where it lands on this day, either I'll pre-record or rerun, something from the past to pop in, because the thing is, yeah, we don't know when we're going to be needed or wanted, or
Exactly.
or on set for something. So, and if it's not around the corner, and I can't, if it's in Yonkers or Westchester or Jersey, and if I
difficult.
can't make it back, the Belt Parkway is not fun during
No,
rush
it's
hour.
not easy to get around
so
on the
I don't want
belts,
to rush
for
here
sure.
to do a show. So we'll see what happens. But hopefully.
Well, what was good about the pandemic is I was having guests like this, in the same room.
Well, I did a lot virtually.
But then the virtual thing sort of just, you could have anybody. I
Yes.
interviewed this author from Australia.
Yeah, isn't that great?
He's in a horror
Isn't that
genre
great?
and everything.
Yeah.
And he's in Australia.
Yeah.
And it was
Yeah.
just fantastic. So I got to interview a lot more people than I probably
Nice.
would have.
Yeah, I know when during COVID, I did this from home, and we did the Zoom thing or the StreamYard. And, I had a lot of guests who, in LA, and, obviously can't be in studio with me.
Yeah.
I like a warm body next to me. I like interviews in person, just like I like to do auditions in person.
Yes.
These self-tapes are awful.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's fine. You could keep doing it until you like the right one that you like to submit. I like doing auditions in
And then your
person.
camera roll has 46 videos, and you're
Yeah,
like,
delete,
which was
delete,
the one
delete,
I
delete.
liked?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Oh, you have to delete them as you do them.
I know.
That's
I
all.
just submitted an audition. One take. I was like, that's it. If it's not good enough, it's not good enough.
That's how I've been feeling lately. Exactly. I'm like, this is it. They don't like it. That's it. It's just not meant
these
to be.
auditions, they give you 3-4 lines.
But
Maybe
you're supposed to be like Scorsese. They
Yeah.
want a certain background. They want a certain pose. They want a wide shot. They want a close shot. Hey, just let me do what I got to do in front of the
I just
camera.
did a tape, so I hope you like it.
I'm not Scorsese.
Person.
I'm kidding. You know what I mean? And then most of the time, the other person has lines. You have to have a second person with you reading.
My daughter loves when I call, not Bridget, my other daughter, Sarah.
Okay.
Like, can you come reid with me?
So she's your partner.
She goes like
Reading
this.
partner.
Oh, she hates it.
Yeah. It's like pulling teeth.
It
I actually apologized to George when I sent him my self-tape. I'm like, listen, I really put a gun to my husband's head, and he's awful. He's awful, and I got to work off of that. So I said, I apologize. I'm so sorry. And he goes, don't worry about it.
Well, if you ever meet Chris, he'll tell you that I got the part in the Ruggieros because of him, because he was my partner, my reading partner. He's like, it's all because of me. I'm like, oh, absolutely, 100%.
He set you up.
I had
He
nothing to do with it at all.
He set you up.
He did.
That was it. Oh my gosh, that's so funny.
But he's great. He's fun. The show is great. It's usually it's on Thursdays at 7 on Facebook and YouTube
Good
Live.
To know. Well, let's tell everybody how they can find you, how they can follow you on Facebook, Insta, and Twitter. Let everyone know what your handles are.
Roseanne Sorrentino on Facebook, Rose Sorrentino on Instagram. I try to keep it simple.
Yeah, and memorable. Yeah.
I'm on TikTok, but I'm private. You have to ask to follow me because I am a teacher, and I've heard a lot of teachers are losing their jobs for being on TikTok.
Oh,
so
wow.
I keep that shut down.
Right.
So Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Roseanne Sorrentino. It's simple.
Yeah.
Nothing too difficult.
No, it's really good. And she spells it Rosanne.
Yes.
Sorrentino.
Yes.
And again, go to YouTube also and type in the Ruggierios, because you're great to watch. You really
thanks.
are great to watch.
It was fun to
I
do.
hope we get to work together.
Oh, that would
someday,
be so much fun. We'd have a good time.
we would, because I'm watching you and I'm going, it's great.
Yeah, we would definitely have a good time together on a movie set.
So cool. So listen, we have, I don't know, according to my watch, we have 5 minutes, but Bobby puts that clock fast. So I think, how long do we have, Bobby?
According to mine, we have 7.
We have 3 minutes.
3 minutes.
3 minutes.
3 minutes, yeah, because there's another show
There's
on
another
after me.
show.
So yeah, 3 minutes. Well, because listen, my watch says 9:02, and yours says, you know what I mean. We got
It's all
another 3
good.
minutes. So 3 minutes. So let's just talk about Roseanne real quick. Recap what we talked about. I hope everyone enjoyed the show tonight, really, and tuned in, because Roseanne, I've been wanting her have her on, and thank God she was available for tonight. And look, you put up a clock. Thank you, Bobby. I've been wanting to have her on for a long, long time. You did Kristen Tinsley's show, and you've been out there, and like I said, we've worked together, and I think you're great. But follow Roseanne again on Facebook, Roseanne Sorrentino, Twitter, and YouTube. YouTube, The Ruggierios. Watch it. Just watch it.
Check it out.
I think
You'll enjoy
it's great. And again, you again, just part of this elite group of women. playing Annie, you actually shadow boxed your costume, didn't
I
you?
did.
With
I
the
did.
shoes.
The shoes, the dress, the locket, the whole.
You shadow boxed it.
And now
which
it's in the basement
I
because
have
it's too big to hang up anywhere in my
is
house.
it?
But that's
Is
okay.
it? Oh, you need to find a
When
wall girl.
I'm famous and I have that big house again, and I have people who can hang things up for me,
Right.
you
I
know?
can hang things up.
I-
I'm handy. I'm very,
I
very
can,
handy.
but it'll probably
I
be-
shadow box. I don't have an Annie costume to shadow box, but I actually, my mother saves everything. And she saved my 1-year-old birthday dress. And it's baby pink. And
Aw.
so she goes, don't throw it out. And I tried putting it on my daughter when she turned a year old, but it didn't fit her. She was too big. I shadow boxed it. I shadow boxed that with my name. Remember the name you used to put on the pillow? With my name. And so I shadow boxed it. So when I saw that you did that, I was like, that was the best thing I think you could have done. Rather, it sit somewhere in a box in an attic.
It sat for a long time, and I was like, something's got to be done with this.
Yeah, no,
so it was actually my ex-husband. It's probably the last nice thing he did for me is for my 40th birthday. He did that.
You know what I call my ex-husband? Do you remember?
No.
I call him Splinter because he gets under my skin and I can't get rid of him. Yeah. So we both have splinters.
We both have splinters.
So we got so much in common, Roseanne.
I just want to say thank you so much
Please.
for having me on tonight. It was
pleasure.
so much
you
fun.
Come back anytime
I would
you
love
want.
to.
Listen, I want to thank everyone for watching. I got 30 seconds as the countdown. Again, Tea Time. Go to my Facebook page, Tea Time with Teresa, and vote. Vote for Tea Time. Best page,
Vote Tea
Best
Time.
of Long Island, every day up until December 15th. And also, again, I just wanted to tell everyone, thank you for watching me on Cablevision. If you're watching, Roseanne gets Cablevision. She's going to be watching.
I'm going to be watching.
This Saturday, 11 a.m., Channel 20, Tea Time, every Saturday. And don't shut off the TV when it's over, because then I interview Michael Madsen. So stay right there and watch the show. Thank you, everyone, so much. Have a great week. Love you all. Ciao.